in the National Football League as Dawg's Fearless Football Picks gets us to week number 8. And last week on week 7, I was 9-5, now a record at 59-47. And let's get to tonight's action. And when the schedule makers made this, it was good on paper. However, both teams are struggling. The 4-3 Baltimore Ravens are at the 3-4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it's at 8:15 tonight on Prime Video. Right now, Baltimore is listed as a 1.5-point favorite. The struggles of Tom Brady and company are just incredible. I can't believe this. Tom Brady is looking like Father Time is reaching him. The stress levels of the divorce, the pending divorce of Giselle and Brady, and the kids, and the money, and all of that, his brand, his legacy. I don't think his legacy is tainted, by the way. I think the media is just trying to do the media mulching machine is just trying to do its best to add on to the sensationalism of this. A divorce, okay, divorces happen. Most marriages end in divorce in America, right? Isn't that like 70%? I don't know. I can't ever get divorced if I never get married, right? Anyway, back to football. I'm going to take the Bucs in this one. I don't think they're going to snap out of it. I think it'll be close. I think I'm going to say within 4 to 5 points. Because you certainly don't want the Ravens to try to kick a game-winning field goal, because there's a 100% chance that will happen if given the opportunity. We go to London again with the London Jaguars, or Jacksonville Jaguars, who are the host team at 2-5, hosting the 2-5 Denver Broncos, and it looks like Russ Wilson will play. He exercised on the team plane and basically told head coach Nate Hackett, whose job's in jeopardy, by the way, a rookie head coach with his job in jeopardy. What is this, the Raiders? No. Said he's good to go. Right now, it's at 9:30 a.m. on ESPN, by the way. Right now, the Jags are listed as a 3.5-point favorite. And I don't know what it's going to take for that Denver offense to snap out of it, but they've got to snap out of it and quick. I'm going to take the Jags in this one. It's essentially a home game. Remember, the NFL tried to sell the NFL on the American audience on having teams in London, and realized logistically it doesn't work. It's ill-fated. It's ill-advised. I got the Jags in this one. Next, an NFC South showdown between the Carolina Panthers, who got a big win over the Tampa Bay Bucs last week at 2-5, or at the 3-4 Atlanta Falcons, and that's a 1 p.m. kickoff on Fox. Currently, the Falcons are listed as a 4.5-point favorite, and while I know Carolina got lucky, I don't think it's going to happen again. I'm going to take the Falcons by at least 10 points in this one. It's in Atlanta. Both teams really aren't all that good, although Carolina's worse. Again, Atlanta's only 3-4. I thought they'd be one of the worst teams in the NFL. They're not, though. They're not really a slouch. Marcus Mariota has actually got this team believing in itself, and that's quite refreshing, because this franchise hasn't really been the same since that Super Bowl loss to the Patriots. And that was 5 years ago. Next, we move on to the Chicago Bears, who got a big win on Monday Night Football and proved people like me wrong that they'd go in and beat the Patriots. That was the first time they'd ever beaten the Patriots in Foxborough, and it was the first time since 2000 when Dick Geron was the head coach and the Shane Matthews Band at quarterback beat the Patriots. 2000, Y2K, that's the last time the Bears had beaten the Patriots up until this past Monday night, and they had never won in Foxborough before. Well, it's not going to get any easier, though, for Chicago. They're at the Dallas Cowboys. Dak is back at quarterback. Cowboys are 5-2. This is a 1 p.m. game on Fox, and Cowboys are listed as a 7.5-point favorite. The defense is really good. The offense, Ezekiel Elliott's probably going to miss the game. It's on all likelihood he's going to miss the game. I don't think it's going to matter. I think the Bears are on such a euphoria that they probably think they can do this again. They won't. I got the Cowboys by at least 2 touchdowns in this one, so 14 points. Next, the Miami Dolphins at the 1-5 Detroit Lions, 1 p.m. kickoff on CBS. Right now, Miami at 4-3, Detroit at 1-5, and currently a 3.5-point favorite for the Dolphins. And the management of the Lions have told the GM and the head coach that their jobs are safe, which whenever that happens, it means their jobs are not safe. I've seen this one too many times, especially with Cleveland. Anyway, the Dolphins, 3.5-point favorites. I'm going to take them by a touchdown in this one. As again, I think the Lions, that 1-5 record, it's kind of a misnomer. Kind of. I mean, they don't have a great defense. They've got a great offense, high octane. And I had this team pegged for 7 wins and sneaking in on a wild card. They're not making me look very good. Granted, I had the Dolphins only winning 3 games because I thought stuff would just crumble for them. It hasn't. It did for a little while with Tua being up. Tua is back. And I'll take Miami in this one. Next, we have the Arizona Cardinals at 3-4 at the Minnesota Vikings, 5-1, first place in the NFC Norris division. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff on Fox. Minnesota currently listed as 3.5 points. Arizona plays well on the road. I have to admit that. It's home where they have problems. It usually should be the other way around, right? You struggle on the road and you do great at home. That's not the case. It's Jekyll and Hyde for the Arizona Cardinals. I got the Vikes in this one, and I think it's actually going to be close. I'm going to say within 6 points. Because, again, I think the Cardinals will play it close. They tend to do that on the road. Although Minnesota is clearly the better team. And I think they are coming off a bye, right? Next, we have the Las Vegas Raiders at 2-4 at the 2-5 New Orleans Saints. 1 p.m. kickoff on CBS. The Red Rocket Andy Dalton will get the start for New Orleans. Right now, the Raiders are listed as a 2.5-point favorite. And you know what? I think the New Orleans Saints are going to win this one in a squeaker. I think it's going to be close. Dennis Allen, remember, was a head coach for the Oakland Raiders at the time. It didn't last long. As you know, Al Davis loved to hire coaches just to fire coaches. And Dennis Allen was one of those casualties. Tom Cable, another one. I love that I tweeted out back in 2011, Raiders disconnect the cable, or Raiders disconnect cable. Get it? I didn't have anything snappy for Dennis Allen, but he didn't last long as a head coach for the Raiders. And I think it would be sweet revenge for him to kind of beat the Raiders in this one, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it kind of be sweet revenge? Next, we have the New England Patriots at 3-4 at the 5-2 New York Football Jets. Sunday, 1 p.m. kickoff on CBS. Currently, the Jets are a 0.5-point favorite. I'm going to take them by a touchdown in this one. When's the last time the Jets, A, were a favorite against the Patriots, and B, this good? It's been a long time since a key, crucial game for the Patriots and the Jets, favoring the Jets. Mac Jones is going to get the start at quarterback for the Pats. And Zach Wilson and company are firing on all cylinders, getting it done at home, getting it done on the road. They're 5-2, and I'm going to take the Jets in this one, although they're going to wear their black helmets and black jerseys. You're known as Gang Green. Why are you doing this? Wear the green. Wear the green. Pats, as you know, took it on the chin on Monday Night Football against the Bears. They're hoping to rebound. And a quarterback controversy has ensued, and there's no one to blame but head coach Bill Belichick. He has totally botched this. You can say he's a genius, you can say he's a great coach, but he has totally botched this. With the lack of offensive line, with the lack of an offensive coordinator, a competent one, he has botched this badly. Mac Jones, is he the guy or is he not? Is Bailey Zappi, is he the guy? Is he not? Who knows? This is not good for the Patriots. This is not what they needed. They need to win, but this quarterback controversy, who's the guy? Is it Mac Jones or is it Bailey Zappi? Next, we have the Keystone State, or it's a Commonwealth, the Keystone Bowl, if you will, the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles taking on their in-state rival Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 2-5, took it on the chin on Sunday Night Football. Close, though. It was a close game against the Miami Dolphins in Miami. It was a good game. 1 p.m. kickoff on CBS. As you know, the Eagles, off a bye week, last of the undefeateds. They're trying to go 7-0. Will they? Currently listed as a 10.5-point favorite. And I'm going to take those points. I'm going to say they're going to win by that much, 10 to 11 points, and they will beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in Philadelphia, home of WrestleMania 40. Next, the Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans in an AFC South matchup. And currently, it's a 4:05 kickoff on CBS. It is a 1.5-point favorite. The Tennessee Titans are. They're at 4-2. The Texans are at 1-4-1. And there is a good reason why they're a 1.5-point favorite. Tennessee, at times on the road against AFC South opponents, are very iffy. That means a team could trip up against the Texans, and they could. But I'm going to take the Titans in this one. I'm going to take them by 6 points. I think it will be close. I don't think it's going to be the rout that some of the pundits think it will be. Again, the odds makers have the Titans as a 1.5-point favorite. But it looks like the Titans are figuring it out. They started slow. Derrick Henry is getting more touches, as he should. He is the best running back in the game. And I'll take the Titans in this one. Next, we have what was supposed to be the Carson Wentz Bowl. It's not going to happen because Wentz is out with a finger injury. Matty Ryan, he's benched. The Indianapolis Colts hosting the Washington Commanders, as Washington is 3-4 and the Colts are 3-1. That is a 4:25 kickoff on Fox. Currently, the Colts are a 3.5-point favorite, and I'm going to take them by 10 points in this one. I think with the new system they have now with Frank Reich, and his job is in jeopardy. I don't care what anyone says. He's switched quarterbacks since Andy Luck retired. They have had an absolute they've had a mess on their hands. Although Jacoby Brissett was serviceable. I'll give you that. Jacoby Brissett was a serviceable quarterback for the Colts. Stability, though, no. And I don't know if I blame him on that. I think I blame more so on management, the Irsays, and Frank Reich to a degree. Frank Reich is a good offensive coordinator. He's been a so-so head coach. Although what he did last year was kind of a miracle, they're going to need it this year. They are 3-1. They could sneak in a wild card. Let's see. But I'll take the Colts in this one. Carson Wentz has played for both teams. He played for Indy last year, playing for Washington this year, but has the finger injury and is out. Washington got a big win over the Packers on Sunday in Landover, Maryland. And they're going to see if they can make it another one. I don't think that'll happen. Next, we have, this is a good one too. The San Francisco 49ers at 3-4 are at the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams, who are 3-3. It's a 4:25 kickoff on Fox, and Jimmy Garoppolo in the regular season is undefeated against the Rams. Notice I said undefeated in the regular season, not when it comes to the playoffs. When they had the NFC title game, which felt like a home game for the Niners because they travel well. They are a marquee team history-wise. They have 5 Super Bowls. Legacy team, that's what they call them, like the Lakers. They're a legacy team. No matter how bad the Lakers are, and they're bad, they're still a legacy team. The Niners are a 1.5-point favorite here, by the way. Jimmy Garoppolo, I believe, is 7-0 lifetime in the regular season against the Rams. The Rams are able to defeat the Niners barely in that NFC title game to get to the Super Bowl and win at Inglewood, California, which will be the site on Sunday. Rams are coming off a bye week, and they needed it. But I think the Niners, who took it on the chin against Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs, are going to get the win here. I think the Niners, and again, not Sean McVay. Sean McVay is, of course, head coach of the Rams. Kyle Shanahan has a great record against the Niners as well. I don't think he's ever lost to them either in the regular season. I'll take the Niners, and I'm going to take them by a field goal. I think it's going to be a last-minute field goal, and the Rams won't be able to solve the Niners again. It doesn't matter if it's in Santa Clara or Inglewood. If it's not playoffs, the Rams just can't beat the 49ers. Feels like the 80s, doesn't it, when Jim Everett and the Rams couldn't solve Joe Montana and the 49ers? Everything that's old is new again, I guess. Next, we have a 4:25 kickoff on Fox between the New York Football Giants, one of the surprises of the NFL, 6-1, at the Seattle Seabags, the Seahawks, 4-3. It's a 3.5-point favorite for the Seahawks, and this could be a trap game for the Giants. However, I'm going to take the Giants by a touchdown in this one. It looks like the Seahawks are coming down to earth a little bit. 4-3, though. They did get that win at Inglewood over the Chargers, and I just think the Giants, Brian DeBoer right now, Danny Jones, they're just getting it done right now. They're getting it done. I got the Giants winning this one, just barely, I think by at least a touchdown. We've got our stone-cold lead pipe lock of the week, Sunday Night Football, 8:20 p.m. kickoff on NBC. It's the 3-4 Green Bay Packers at the 5-1 Buffalo Bills. The Bills are currently a 10.5-point favorite. I'm going over. I'm going by 3 touchdowns. A stone-cold lead pipe lock of the week. The Packers are going to be embarrassed on national television. The Bills are going to spank the Packers by 3 touchdowns, 21 points on Sunday Night Football on NBC. My stone-cold lead pipe lock of the week. The Bills routing the Packers. All hell will break loose in Green Bay after this game. And I mean that. Aaron Rodgers is not happy. He's making $50 million a year. They're not winning. They're 3-4. They're not getting better. They're getting worse. He's been impatient with this rookie receiving core, as he should be, but not to the point where he's on TV and basically looking at the camera saying, I'm working with blank and kids here. He's got to stop doing that. It starts with him. If you go to organized team activity meetings and you actually go to meet these guys and develop a rapport, please do so. You didn't do that. Well, now you're paying for it, and the team's paying for it. You got no one to blame but yourself. Aaron Rodgers can't relax in 2022. Next, Monday Night Football, and it's a good one. The Buckeye State Battle. You'd think it's not a good one, but it actually is because the reigning defending undisputed AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals, who are 4-3, are at the 2-5 Cleveland Browns, and right now Cincy's a 3.5-point favorite. It's an 8:15 kickoff on ESPN's Monday Night Football. Kevin Stefanski, through all his warts, his faults, somehow finds a way to beat the Bengals. I don't think he's ever lost to them, and I don't think he will this Monday night. The Browns have a bye coming up, and this would just be the feather in the cap to go on a bye on Halloween night and beat an in-state rival, an AFC champion, defending AFC champion in the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think they will. I think they'll beat the Bengals by a field goal. The Browns will win this game and go to the bye week with a 3-5 record. Kansas City and the LA Chargers are the only teams that have a bye week. But I've got the Browns beating the Bengals in this one. All right, let's recap for J-Dawg's Fearless Football Picks for week number 8. Starting tonight, I've got Tampa Bay over Baltimore, as that Ravens defense ain't what it used to be. And Tom Brady's starting to look like he ain't what he used to be either. But I got the Bucs in this one. Next, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars in London defeating Denver. I've got Atlanta defeating Carolina. I've got Dallas over Chicago, the Bears. I've got Miami over Detroit. Minnesota over Arizona. I've got New Orleans over Las Vegas. I've got the New York Football Jets over the Patriots. I've got, in the Battle of the Keystone State, or the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I've got Philly over the Boig. Philadelphia over Pittsburgh. Tennessee over Houston. Indianapolis over Washington. San Francisco over the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams at Inglewood. I've got the New York Football Giants at 6-1, going 7-1, going into Seattle at the 12th man and defeating the Seahawks. The Seabags. The Buffalo Bills, my stone-cold lead pipe lock of the week, defeating the Green Bay Packers. Packers are 3-4. Bills are 5-1. That's 8:20 Sunday Night Football on NBC on Hallows Eve. That London game, by the way, 9:30 a.m. on ESPN between the Jags and the Broncos. And then Monday Night Football, I've got on Halloween, I've got the Browns with all kinds of tricks up their sleeve, not giving the Bengals any treats. It's trick or treat. The Browns will have the treat of winning. The trick will be on Cincinnati, the reigning, defending, undisputed AFC champions. That'll be an 8:15 kickoff on ESPN. All right, that's it for J-Dawg's Fearless Football Picks for week number 8. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm at 80 subscribers now, and I'm nearing, I think, 24,000 views. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. I can keep doing this content, but only if you subscribe and comment and like. I've got to know what's going on. The algorithms can only tell me so much information. Also, tomorrow, in addition with National Breadstick Day on J-Dawg's Short Shorts, I did National Caramel Month today on J-Dawg's Short Shorts, I'll be doing my 2022 World Series preview, how the Houston Astros and Philadelphia Phillies got there, as well as my 2020 World Series prediction. Will it be the Houston or the Philadelphia Phillies? You'll have to find out tomorrow. That'll be on my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel here. I'll do a recap of this week on Tuesday, November 1st. Yes, we're going to be in Tuesday. Enjoy Halloween, by the way, safely. And J-Dawg's Fearless Football Picks for week number 9 will be next week at 2 p.m. Eastern, same bat time, same bat channel, and that will be the first one in November, which means we'll be halfway done the 2022 NFL season. I know there's 18 weeks, but there's 17 games because you get a bye, obviously. All right, that's it for J-Dawg's Fearless Football Picks for week number 8. Back at it tomorrow with J-Dawg's Short Shorts and a 2022 World Series preview between the AL champion Houston Astros and the NL champion Philadelphia Phillies. NFL Week 8 recap on Tuesday on this YouTube channel, and then J-Dawg's Fearless Football Picks for week number 9 next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. That's all. Have a safe Halloween. Go trick or treat. Do it in peace. Thank you. Trick or treat.